morning, everyone. My name is Olga George. I'm the City of Pittsburgh and Mayor Ed Gainey's press secretary. Thank you for being here today. Today, we are gathered to highlight how important the amendments to Bill 1956 will strengthen, enhance, and protect the Stop the Violence Fund. Speaking first will be Felicity Williams, the Deputy Chief of Staff. Felicity?
Good morning, everyone. Oh, come on. We need to have higher energy for today. Good morning, everyone. That's better. Thank you for being here. Whether you're testifying in person, logging in virtually, or showing support in the gallery, thank you for showing up to make your voice heard. Civic engagement matters, and your presence today will help shape the future of public safety in our city. We're gathered here today because we're fighting to protect something essential, the Stop the Violence Trust Fund, and the lives it was created to save. Bill 1956, the proposed amendments to Section 237 of the City Code, is not just legislation. It's a recommitment to public safety, it's a recommitment to our communities, and it's a recommitment to the idea that every single person in this city deserves to live free from the threat of gun violence. This is deeply personal for me.
All right, sis.
Go get it.
Me too.
Go get it.
We got you, baby.
I have lost both family and friends to gun violence. I know what it's like to sit at funerals and repasts that should never have happened. And I know I'm not alone. Many of you here are because this fight has touched your life too. In fact, with a show of hands, how many folks here have been directly impacted by gun violence? Exactly. We're at a pivotal moment, not just as a city, but as a nation.
That's right.
The federal government has slashed more than $800 million nationally in local gun violence prevention funding. From the so-called big beautiful bill that is really the big awful bill, to quiet budget cuts behind the scenes, we are seeing a slow disinvestment in the very resources that work. So we ask, what will Pittsburgh do? Will we follow that same path of disinvestment and austerity? Or will we lead with courage, clarity, and conviction for funding that is already budgeted? We know this work is effective, although some seem to want to be willfully ignorant.
Come on now.
From 2023 to 2024, homicides in Pittsburgh dropped by 19%. The lowest single-year totals since 2019. Non-fatal shootings dropped by 28%. If we go back one more year and look at 2022 to 2024 and the change that occurred, homicides dropped by 41%. And non-fatal shootings by 38%. In 2024, remarkably, there were 0 teenage homicide victims. Zero. Between the ages of 13 and 17. That's a 100% decrease from 2022 and 2023. And the data tells us that the trend is holding strong so far in 2025. This isn't just a national trend, because even as the numbers are down in Pittsburgh last year, numbers were up elsewhere in the county. These also aren't just numbers. These are lives saved, families still whole, future still possible.
Yes, it is.
Yet there are those who question whether this fund should continue, or whether these dollars should be redirected elsewhere. But let's be clear, the number one responsibility of municipal government is public safety.
You got it on right.
And this is what a modern-day, data-informed, community-rooted public safety strategy looks like. That's why we're here today, And that's why you're here, in person, online, prepared to speak, to show up, to make your voice heard ahead of City Council Standing Committee meeting. We have made progress, no doubt, but our goal is 0 gun violence deaths.
Period.
And until we reach that goal, there is more work to be done.
Yes.
Before I bring up Councilman Kahari Mosley, co-sponsor of this legislation, I want to offer sincere thanks to both him and Council President Lavelle for their collaboration in these amendments. Thank you. To the staff of the Office of Community Services and Violence Prevention, thank you. You can clap for them too, please, please. I know Ian is here. To our partners in the Office of Community Health and Safety, thank you. And to the ecosystem of community-based organizations who do this work daily and without enough resources. Thank you. You are the reason that we have progress to protect. After Councilman Mosley, you will hear from a couple of our community partners who are leading this work on the ground, and then we'll close with our Honorable Mayor Ed Gainey. One quick housekeeping item. If you are a registered speaker, we do have staff monitoring weather right here. Thank you, Grace. Monitoring when council will begin. And so if it starts before the end of the press conference, we'll make sure that we redirect you for registered speakers in there to begin public comment. Thank you again for standing with us and standing for peace.
Now it's my honor to bring forth Councilman Kahari Mosley, who worked with Council President Daniel Lavelle regarding the amendments. Councilman?
Thank you, Olga. Good morning, Pittsburgh.
Good morning.
I want to thank you all for answering this clarion call to ensure that those who have been closest to the trauma, closest to the tribulations, and closest to the tragedy we've all experienced too often are the architects of building what Dr. King called a beloved community. A community working tirelessly, strategically, and collaboratively to solve the problems by embracing the power of reconciliation, redemption, and transformation, individually as people and collectively as a family. I believe that is the cornerstone of the work that we have to do today and in the days to come. The Stop the Violence Fund is a critical tool that serves as a beacon of hope, ensuring that resources reach those on the front lines of violence intervention: street outreach workers, trauma counselors, youth mentors, and community organizations that know their neighborhood best. Let's be clear, this is not a political debate. This is about our civic duty and a moral obligation to save lives, restore trust, and foster a sense of hope in every single neighborhood across our beloved city. We must be mindful that the best solutions to violence are not reactive, but proactive. Investing in jobs, supporting mental health, education, food security, housing stability, recreational outlets, holistic healing, and addressing the root causes of violence. Our proposal prioritizes funding for programs with demonstrated impact, initiatives that reduce shootings, support survivors, and build safer communities from the ground up. In this time of uncertainty, chaos, and heartlessness from our federal government, we are obligated to step up and not absolve ourselves of our sacred responsibility to use everything in our power to keep our communities safe. We must honor the work that has been done by investing in our successes to elevate their impact and solidify the long-term sustainability of the Stop the Violence Fund. Pittsburgh can continue to be a national leader in innovative anti-violence programming. We have the chance to lead with vision and integrity. By passing these amendments, we will demonstrate that public safety is not just about policing, but it's about partnership, prevention, and purpose but most importantly, it's about people. Let's stand with the families who've lost loved ones, the youth who deserve safe streets, and the advocates who have been doing the hard work for years. Let's give the Stop the Violence Fund the structure it needs to truly stop the violence.
That's right. That's right.
Now is the time to act. Together we can secure a safer today and build a better tomorrow that we all can be proud of for generations to come. Thank you.
Well said, Councilman Mosley. Now, I would like to bring forth Sister Mary Williams, the founder and director of Save a Life Today Pittsburgh, who will speak on the impact the fund is benefiting for residents. Sister Mary?
Good morning. Save a Life Today Pittsburgh started in '04, got a 501c3 in 19, and here in 2025 is doing more programming that we can shake a stick to. A couple of our programs that are important are that we do a Parent and Guardian Stop the Violence Empowerment course. That's a course to let parents know that we are the problem, and not only tell them we're the problem, but get them the resources that they need to be better people, make their homes better, make their children better, and better our community. We also do a mentoring program and a program where children from City Charter High can come and find out what it's like to be in a nonprofit sector. But it also gives us a chance to mentor them, to tell them how good they are and how they do not have to give in to the violence, and that they can be who they want to be and stand up and be productive in our communities. We also feed 225 families every second Friday of the month. And that is just a little bit of what we do. We also run, own, and operate the Parent Place Community Resource Center. In that center, we feed another 100 families every week with our emergency food pantry. We also provide free diapers, free wipes, free personal needs to families, mothers, women, grandparents, foster parents, everything that they need for babies, free of charge, without taking away their pride and dignity to give it to them.
Right.
We also hit on something that no one ever hits on, and that's our seniors. We do incontinent care for our seniors. You don't know what that is? It's diapers, pads, cleaning products, so that they're not sitting on the buses smelling, that you're not talking about them on the street. They can't help their condition because they can't afford the things that they need, and we supply them. The reason why the Stop the Violence Fund is so important to us is because they believed in us and they funded us.
That's right.
We also do backpacks for the homeless, so that the homeless don't have to go and stab and kill to get the things that we take for granted every day. We supply 400 backpacks every single year, 200 to women with all the personal needs they need, and as well as to men. If you take this funding from us, everything stops. You are going to have thousands of people without the basic necessities that they need. And Save a Life Today Pittsburgh truly believes in our heart and our soul that prevention and giving people what they need without taking away their pride and dignity to give it to them is the answer. I have been told by people in that room right there that I should look at private funds, that I should look at foundation funds. Well, let me tell you, I have. And you know what? Those private people, they fund who they believe in and who they want to fund. They fund animals. They fund suicide. They fund a lot of things, but the one thing they're not interested is in saving lives. The Stop the Violence Fund. Save a Life Today Pittsburgh, because God said so, is not just available to the West Side. We do the city of Pittsburgh, Allegheny County, and surrounding areas. If you have a need, come see me. And if you're doubting what I'm doing with the money, put your tennis shoes on and your t-shirts and come work. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, Sister Mary.
That's right.
Now, when you talk about a mayor who cares about the residents, cares about public safety, cares about investing into the community, it is my honor to bring forth the Honorable Mayor Ed Gainey.
I want to thank everybody for being here today. Because it's time that we replace hypocrisy with truth. The hypocrisy of this city to talk about why Stop the Violence Fund is so important is laughable to me. And the reason why it's laughable to me is because when our kids are out here doing terrible things, when we're talking about homicides and what's going on and people ask where the community is at, and whether the community cares, and what the community is going to do to help prevent this violence. When we didn't have Stop the Violence, all you talked about was how the neighborhood didn't care. We created a fund because there's no operation without funding.
That's right.
So now we have all these organizations that come together in the name of public safety, in the name of public health, to ensure that we're doing what I said we would do when I took office, reduce homicides.
Did that.
And we've reduced homicides by 33%. And you want to pretend that it wouldn't happen without groups like them.
Come on.
When we start to reduce homicides, instead of praising them, you ask, do we need them? When homicides is on the rise, you ask, what we gonna do? Stop the hypocrisy.
Come on now.
Let's speak the truth. The truth is that if you want someone that's going to work with our youth, if you want someone that's going to be the intercessory, that person in the middle to make sure that there's no retaliation, that's reducing the homicides, that's working with our children, that's continuing to build the type of city that we want, we need people that intervene. Those are the groups that are behind me now. The hypocrisy to ask if it works. The hypocrisy that says that it works. So I'm gonna do what these people say I do all the time. They say I start preaching and all that stuff. So let me preach like this: the devil is a lie. And for anybody that thinks that this doesn't work, what is your plan? Why haven't you had a plan? Why haven't you said anything? What were you working for? What organizations are you saying that's against this right now? That's about death and not life. And y'all want to say I'm preaching? No, I'm teaching today. Let's talk about the bridge we built between community and police. Let's talk about the bridge we built between community and police. I want to thank the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police for working with these organizations to ensure that the bridge is built so that trust is birthed and not division. To make sure we're doing what's necessary to help the police and the police help us so that they can see everybody as human beings and not as two different fractions that's not working together, but working together for the common good of this city.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I want to thank that because no one thinks about that.
That's right.
But as soon as something goes down, you want to promote that. You want to promote the division. You want to promote the evil. You want to promote the two sides. Why do we always have to promote what we can do? Forget separation. Let's talk about unification in a way that saves lives.
That's right.
We always want to cut instead of build and wonder why we got a two-tailed community.
Right.
It only matters when you can say it's a shame that they're killing each other in low-income communities. Let's talk about the community builders
Tell our story.
that are out here saving lives.
Come on.
That's making a difference. That's injecting life into our neighborhoods.
Right.
I have not heard, listen, and whatever, let's go get it. I'm gonna tell you, I haven't heard no reporters talk about the great work that they do. I haven't heard no reporters to talk about the violence in the black community and that the homicides are down in the black community. I haven't heard no reporters talk about at the end of the day the lives that is being preserved. I haven't heard any reporters. What I hear is when there's death, you wanna promote that, promote this life. The hypocrites are lying.
That's right.
The hypocrites are lying. And anybody that votes against this, listen, Pittsburgh, anybody that votes against this is voting against you.
Yes. Right. Yes.
They're voting against you. They prefer death instead of life. And don't let them tell you nothing different. Y'all come up with a good song and a dance, but through the years, if they come up with an answer to the solution of violence, the answer is no. Anyone that votes this is lying towards you. And I want to end with this, mamas. To my single mamas, to daddies too. But right now I want to emphasize my single moms that may have some children that's going through it. And you don't know what to do.
Come on now.
Or the kids that might be on Carson Street that's 15 and 16.
Come on now.
And you don't know what to do. You worried about your children. And the fact that right now, direction is missing. And you don't know what to do.
Come on.
I got a group of organizations right here. I'm going to use the correct word, then I'm going to use my word. These organizations behind me just want you to call them. Call them and tell them how you need their help
That's right.
and what they'll do to help you. Now in my community's language, holla at me. Holla at my people behind me. Holla at them. Give them a ring. Don't wait till it's too late. Give them a ring and let them help you save our babies. Give them a ring and let them help us. Because guess what? The only savior in life is you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter how much faith you have, without works it don't work. So I need you to holler at them.
Yes.
I need you to reach out to them.
That's right.
Because it's the only way we destroy the hypocrisy of this city. And I'm telling you, begin. The devil is a lie. So every hypocrisy out here that wants to talk about it don't work, show me your way and I'll show you if it does. Until then, show